EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live first-round coverage of the Charity Invitational.
A little extra.
Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Very well done, almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good birdie right there.
Yeah, this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. And currently, that's exactly where they stand.
Frank, another great example of links golf. It's not a particularly long hole, but there is trouble if you hit it offline.
Yeah, there's a bunker down there at about 280 yards that has to be avoided. Only the long hitters or perhaps the wind behind your back is the reason to take that bunker on.
This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you're getting high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Yeah, the hang time on that.
Back to the tee box here on hole number 3, and there are a few club selection decisions that come into play on this first shot, Frank.
There is. The reason why there's a burn that cuts through from the 16th hole all the way across the golf course through the middle of the third. And that stops, or should I say starts, at about 285 yards. That really has to be at the forefront of your mind.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck? Still a snack, though.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
For the par. Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Back over now to the 4th. Frank, this is a very nice start to the round. Couple of birdies on the scorecard, looks extremely solid.
Yeah, it looks well poised actually to have a very good round today. Which that is annihilation of a golf.
Love it. He just tore that thing to pieces. That, Frank, is position A.
Would you like to have that in your bag every day?
Love it. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Good scoring opportunity. Third shot here at the par 5. Nice putt. Now to the par 3 fifth. Frank, what are you trying to do here?
Really, anything on this green is going to give you a birdie putt. So allow for the bounce and roll. Just avoid those 3 bunkers on the left and that short one right.
That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. And who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. Young star makes his birdie.
Moving on to hole number 6 here at Royal Troon. Frank, what are the golfers facing at this long par 5?
Well, you've got to attack this hole in chunks, Rich. Just allow the mounding on the right to kick the ball forward, then try and position that second shot. Keep well away from that top bunker that's a little bit short, about 30 yards right and short of this green. That is the one that causes the problem.
Frank, this is an important approach shot because our featured player was really good early, a little bit shaky of late. This is a point in time where you need to get it back.
Yeah, you almost need to stop, just stand still for a second, almost just flush it out, because at the moment you're starting to look right and left at the trouble. Let's get back to what worked. Let's start looking where we want the ball to go, where the flag is, and start going there.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. This from about 10 feet. Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Yet another birdie and on the march, 7 under for the tournament.
Frank, we're moving inland now, and what are we facing here at this par 4 7th hole?
Just a dog leg to the right, ideally just a little cut off the tee.
This one's sweet, Frank. Super.
That's an absolute beauty.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Frank having to deal with the elements today.
Yeah, this is anything other than just playing on a calm day, so you've got to be so aware of the direction it's coming from. He's done a good job. safely on Bert.
This has been a tee to green clinic. Absolutely perfect. Everything coming off the center of the club face and everything in regulation. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship.
Frank, here we are. All of 123 yards. It's a famous postage stamp hole.
It sits up there nice and proud. It's protected by 5 bunkers, but avoid the ones on the right. They're the deepest, all the way down on that right side.
Oh my goodness, Frank. How did that get through?
The
Ace.
ninth hole, 423 yards, not especially long by today's standards. You're looking to make birdie here. You're happy to make a par and move on to the back 9.
Well, there's certainly a chance for birdie. One of the hardest things about the ninth is the raised green. And it's sort of, there's 2 tiers here, just the top level. If that pin is on the top level, then you would certainly walk away with 4 very happily.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
80 yards to the flagstick.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
I like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy.
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. This is a position where the player is absolutely looking his chops. So a good chance to make a birdie.
This is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Appears to be tracking well. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Getting set now over the putt. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament.
Frank, this 11th hole can be a real bear. Even the Golden Bear knows that.
Yeah, just to remind him, in his rookie year in 1962, he made a whopping 11. Now, I can't remember the last time I heard Jack Nicklaus double figures on one hole.
So maybe a bogey 5 or even a double bogey 6. Not so bad. And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Seems to like it. And headed for the fat part of the green.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Back here at the 12th, and this is a hole that heads back towards the water. You might not see your tee shot land over the ridge in the middle of the fairway here, Frank, so what's the best strategy?
Well, it's called the fox, and you have to be cunning like a fox here. This one has a slight bend to the right, and a little like the previous hole, this is another fairway that certainly requires your best tee shot.
Second shot. Good look at the green. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
But a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? And now the tee shot here at the 472-yard, par 4 13th.
A hole that bends to the right, ideally hit it down the left side, and then you're playing to a raised two-tiered green. There's something about a well-hit shot.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Chance to get it close here. These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot making we're seeing out there today. This one's looking good. That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Some tester from 4 feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what kind of par 3 is the 14th here?
You can get sucked in here, just 180 yards, which isn't considered that long. But if you look too much at the front of the green, you're going to see that's where the protection is.
This is a good-looking shot. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good-looking birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Now at the 15th at Royal Troon Golf Club, 483-yard par 4. This, Frank, is one of the hardest holes in the course.
It's certainly a stout par 4 at that distance. If you're playing it into a head breeze, then oh, he's winding this one up. Doesn't have the power though. Huge. He's a couple of
Moved it a long ways. Always makes the hole easier playing it from the fairway. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Will make birdie if this drops. shot called for a birdie. Frank, here's the only par 5 on the back 9 at Royal Troon.
You'd think at 542 yards it would be reachable, but the burn that cuts across really limits the tee shot to about 280 yards. So it's very much about placing that second shot in a good distance from the third.
In the 1997 Open Championship here at Royal Troon, you played with Tiger Woods in the 3rd round. What did he do at this 16th hole?
He hit a driver for a second shot into a head breeze from about 270 yards. Managed to get it on the green, then knocked it in from about 45 feet for eagle.
You knew he was something special back then, didn't you?
Yeah, he was the only one that even tried that shot.
Wouldn't say that was his best, but not bad either. On the green and with a putt. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Just a couple of feet. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Pure strike. Good result.
Right, and that is close. Second shot.
This can be a cruel game at times.
Now putt for par.
And getting ready for the putt. He's made it. Frank, now to the hole they call Rabbit, 222-yard par 3.
I don't know why it's called Rabbit, because this is certainly some tough par 3. Green sits up a little bit. There's a big roll-off on the left side, well bunkered. This takes a brilliant long iron shot just to keep it on the green. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Might be. Could be. Bang, right in the back of the cup, Frank.
Unbelievable.
Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second round coverage of the Charity Invitational. And now we go down to the action at the first. On the first tee, our featured golfer, Frank, has to be brimming with confidence.
They have to feed off the round from the previous day, Rich. It was a very, very good performance. And we're going to soon find out, see what these opening swings are like. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Now, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. Great start.
Frank, as we step to the tee here at the par 4 second hole, just 391 yards, but a classic case on links golf where the bunkering here is just so much different than a classic American layout.
And it's also where a change of strategy will certainly help. Remember, the ball's going to run much further here in Scotland than what it will in America. So you can use a shorter club and let that ball to run out to the normal distance you would hit it perhaps with 2 or 3 clubs more.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies.
Back to the tee box here on hole number 3, and there are a few club selection decisions that come into play on this first shot, Frank.
There is. The reason why there's a burn that cuts through from the 16th hole all the way across the golf course through the middle of the third. And that stops, or should I say starts, at about 285 yards. That really has to be at the forefront of your mind.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
That is superbly executed inside of 5 feet. Just a sensational approach shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. It's a dogleg right, par 5, the 4th hole. Can you cut the corner here, Frank?
Well, you don't have to. There is a bunker down the right side that's going to take at least 280 yards to get past that. You can also cut it around there and sort of follow the shape of the hole.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. Frank, there was another playoff at Royal Troon 2004 in another case where a Hall of Fame player was beaten.
That's right. That was Ernie Els versus Todd Hamilton. Todd Hamilton had won Honda earlier in the year. He'd left the Japanese tour, and he'd gone to the Open Championship actually full of confidence. But unbeknown to Ernie Els, he was going to be beaten by the use of the utility club. Remember, Todd Hamilton, time and time again, when he would miss the green, would chip with the utility club and beat Ernie Els in that 4-hole playoff.
And now we see so many players using that shot from just off the green. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
This is for his birdie. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hit the ball in the right place there, and yeah, good thing too. He's actually putting well.
On to the 5th hole now, Frank, and this is really where the old course starts to test the golfers. It's just over 200 yards. You happy with a par 3 here?
You are. This is one of the toughest shots, certainly on the outward 9. Now, there's 4 bunkers of this par 3. You don't really worry about the one that's short left, but the one just on the front right of the green is the biggest concern. You've either got to go around it or carry it.
Seems to like it. Nailed for the back part of the green.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Moving on to hole number 6 here at Royal Troon. Frank, what are the golfers facing at this long par 5?
Well, you've got to attack this hole in chunks, Rich. Just allow the mounding on the right to kick the ball forward, then try and position that second shot. Keep well away from that pot bunker that's a little bit short, about 30 yards right and short of this green. That is the one that causes the problem.
Sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today.
I don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Just sensational golf, and he finishes it off with an eagle.
Moving inland now, Frank, the par 4 7th hole. Do you even think about carrying those bunkers on the right?
Not really, Rich. You're trying to work that ball off the left side, because if you get caught up on the hills there on the right, then all of a sudden you can start making 5s, 6s, and all sorts of weird and wonderful numbers.
The ball explode. That is big. I mean, really big. Frankie, he put the thumb down on that one.
It's still going. Look, you've got to get that thumb going as quick as you can. That is hot warp speed.
Flagstick from that man. Will he try again here today? Good putt.
All right, Frank, as we arrive at the par 3 8th, the only thing I can think of is if a 71-year-old guy can make an ace here, well then, so can our gamers.
Well, they certainly can. At 123 yards, well, you think it'd be, why shouldn't it be called the postage stamp? Go with too much club, it's one you'll airmail.
Just a pure strike. Perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. No problems there.
He keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, how does the front 9 finish up with this par 4?
Well, the par 4 ninth is called the Monk. It's not overly long, 423 yards, dogleg to the right, just one bunker down the left to be avoided.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Birdie try up next. And getting ready for the putt. That wasn't a gimme, but he sure made it look easy. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. We'll settle. Now playing the second here at the par 4.
Safely on deck.
Continuing his fine play. Another beautiful approach shot.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday.
And he do it again today.
Now, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par. Just dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Frank, you come to an Open Championship and you expect to hear the term gorse. You see it here on the 11th hole. If you do end up in the gorse, what can you possibly do to get out?
Well, anything you can. A lot of the times it's an unplayable lie, but if you remember back 2004, Ernie Els tried to play a ball when it was suspended about 3 feet off the ground and managed to flick it out of the sort of the thorny gorse.
That's how you play the game, right there. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Back here on the bonny shores of Scotland at Royal Troon Golf Club with just a wee breeze, as they say over here, Frank. On the tee at the 12th.
Yeah, hole that bends to the right, gorse right and left. There's a bit of a mound and rough down the right side. That has to be avoided.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. I mean, really, on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, break down the par 4 13th for us.
Another par 4 that bends to the right. Lots of undulation on this fairway. This is the first of 6 straight holes that head in the direction of the clubhouse. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power though?
That is a heat-seeking missile right there. Wow. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Never a doubt looking to make a statement today. Heading for home now, Frank, the par 3 14, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about, that narrow the front of the screen up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Birdie here yesterday, and to do it again today.
Great, too.
Beautiful. Now at the 15th at Royal Troon Golf Club, 483-yard par 4. This, Frank, is one of the hardest holes in the course.
It's certainly a stout par 4 at that distance. If you're playing it into a head breeze, then 260 yards is a big tee shot. 260 yards takes all the bunkers out of play. There's always the advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the 2 together, it's just straight up a head start.
Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
See if you can go one better.
Oh, yeah?
than Nate Park.
I'm having a pretty good tournament so far. 31 under. Second round. I could have a really good tournament again, Will.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now the lone par 5 on the back 9, the 16th thing.
So why'd you get called back to work yesterday, Will?
You may want to think again. What are the options off the
They
tee,
having
Frank?
issues or what?
Really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is 280 yards. So that makes that 540 yards play that much longer.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway.
Second shot.
I hear the clock. It's 6 a.m. Do some hard where I've been. Every day is in the pancakes too.
Yesterday, don't forget.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
You know, if you ever need a consultant, Will, you can always call me. I can always fly out there and show you guys how it's done. I'm kidding.
Frank, now
I'm just kidding.
222-yard par 3.
I don't know why it's called rabbit, because this is certainly some tough par 3. Green sits up a little bit. There's a big roll-off on the left side, well bunkered. This takes a brilliant long iron shot just to keep it on the green.
Your software program?
Seems to like
Do you guys have a specific HMI system designed just for your machine?
terrific golf shot. And now, back for an easy birdie.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, made it for a birdie.
You guys have a problem with your PLCs getting hung up?
Frank, Frank, at the 1989 Open
Where-
Championship, Greg
what do you
Norman
use,
was
Alan
in great
Bradley?
position in that playoff with Mark
PLCs?
Calcavecchi, and I believe it was Wayne Grady. What happened to Norman?
Well, he started off tremendous in the playoff. The playoff was 1, 2, 17, and 18. He birdied the first and the second hole. Missed the 17th green just on the left. Took 3 from the edge, which allowed Calcavecchi and Wayne Grady back in. Then took driver off 18.
I actually do know a little bit about
One hop too
the
far and
repeat
found that
system.
bunker on the right side. And of course, the rest was history, and Mark Calcavecchi was crowned the Open champion.
Great White Sharks. So
Are you guys
often
running
so
Alan Bradley
unlucky
PLCs?
at major championships.
Yeah. I'm not a real huge fan of the Alan Bradley PLCs.
That is
We also had a lot of issues with our Alan Bradley
Chance of going in.
500 series PLCs.
Tester from 4 feet. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament.
You know, the reason I know a little bit about your repeat system is because Pioneer DuPont uses the same system for their corn baggers. When I was doing some freelance work, we had to go to a Pioneer plant and do some work on their HMI PLC programming.
EA Sports and the
No,
PGA Tour
it hangs it up.
proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Charity Invitational.
Well, this golf course goes back a long ways, to 1878, in fact. We're at Royal Troon Golf Club in Scotland. Rich Throder alongside Frank Novelo. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities out here?
Well, normally when the Open Championships played, the breeze comes out of the sort of northwest, which means those first few holes are played down breeze, and the closing stretch is played into the breeze. So really, you sort of make your hay on the way out, and then you hang on for dear life on the way in. And that doesn't really change because you have some rather short par fours to start.
Yes, they do. And they're never really any help. At least from my experience.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. On the green. No chance for birdie here in the first hole. But he's going for back birdies here, trying to jumpstart this round.
Some momentum moving in the right direction.
If it helps you, Will, the next time you have to call repeat, ask them about they have a diagnosis program that you can like put on your laptop. I don't know how much the program costs, but
Frank,
you can
another
get a
great
diagnosis
example
program
of links
that'll run a
golf.
simulated
It's not
mock
particularly
program
long
on your
hole, but there is trouble if you hit
on
it
your
offline.
laptop
Yeah,
of the
there's a bunker
machine.
down there at about 280
You
yards
can
that has
link
to
your
be
laptop to
avoided.
the
Only
machine.
longer
It'll
it is,
it'll
perhaps
download
the
some
wind behind your
diagnosis
back
information
is the reason to take that
from the
bunker off.
PLCs, and you can run like make a test run on your laptop, a simulated test run. And then the program, if there's an issue, will tell you in spots where the issue is. You know, what PLC is causing the issue. And then it should give you diagnosis answers
Good drive
of
here.
steps to take to
20
fix that
yards,
problem,
straight.
or
Frank,
it can
this
tell
is a
you to
position where a
call
player's
tech support.
absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance.
But I
to
know
make
they
a
have
birdie.
it.
Yeah, this is when this game just
They just
looks
don't.
like fun.
They just don't like to
Bunkers
advertise
don't
it.
seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That's me for me. Not because I took this Mary. Just like Jim Carrey. I'm like a cable guy.
So a
Ah,
chance for
really?
birdie after another
If I'd known that, I would have chipped it closer to the damn hole.
Today. Wow, what a birdie.
Frank, looking at the third, what are the sort of key decisions that you have to make?
There's 2 bunkers down the left. They're not really the issue. They're the burn. That's about 285 yards. This is not a hole, really. You just take the driver out and swing away. Just something that stays up short of that.
Steve
Just
did
gonna
finally
roll
get on
short
last
iron.
night. We played one mission and one round of golf, and then he got
Now
off.
it's right in his
Because he
wheelhouse.
got on about
Position,
11
he can
o'clock
attack
his
the pin.
time.
Yeah, he has all those
So,
options now. That
he
ball
said he was gonna
sitting
be
up,
on
you can bring it in
today.
high, you can bring it in low.
Told me
Choice is yours.
Like
Chance
10:30
to
this
set
morning he was
himself
going to
up
be
for a good
on.
scoring opportunity with his
I've been on
second
way
shot
before
here.
that, and I ain't even seen him yet. He called me, though. Talked to him for about 5 minutes, but
That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. These putts keep the round together. So
oh,
close. Well, that's just a case of not
Blasphemy.
focusing right there. What a lapse in concentration.
how
Just a
dare
couple of
you.
feet. That is a solid par putt.
Here's the first par 5 on the golf course. It's the 4th hole. Frank, how good of a
Yeah,
scoring opportunity
the big
is
problem with
this?
that is,
Certainly
you
one
know,
of the best opportunities on the front
they hire
side.
people
There's
that
3 bunkers,
that don't have,
but really the
you know,
one that you
hands-on
focus on is
experience.
the one on the right. If you can carry
You know,
that, that's certainly the
they've-
one to take on because that ball will kick
They've got a
lot further down the
troubleshooting book
fairway.
that they walk
And
you through
sometimes you can be left with just a mid-iron into
most of the
green.
time.
Outstanding tee
That's
shot.
it. You know, they don't
Ball's
have
sitting up,
hands-on
you don't have to worry
knowledge
about the wind or anything
or,
there.
you know,
They
have
just
seen
take a
those
full-blooded
problems in
cut at the
person.
second shot from here.
Set for his next shot. From
That's
a
their
good
biggest
position in the
issue.
fairway.
And
Started
it's
off the
sad
round
because you know
very
that company's
well
making
here,
tons of
Frank,
money.
hitting fairways.
Yeah, like any sport, really, you've got to get off to a good start. We always have that unattainable goal of perfection, but really that's what drives us forward.
I think that was a bad idea. Maybe not. Woo!
Can't hide the flag stick from
Look at that.
and getting ready for the putt.
Well, that's what I would. I was thinking the same thing. He told me this morning that he went and returned his Xbox One already, and he went and got a different one.
Now to the par 3.
I think what he did was
Frank, what are you trying to
he
do here?
returned the brand new
Really,
one,
anything on the screen's gonna
and
give
then
you
he
a
went to
birdie
like
putt.
GameStop
So
or
allow for the
something
bounce and roll.
and got a
Just avoid those
refurbished
3
one or a
bunkers on
used
the
one or
left
something
and that short one right.
cheaper. Plus, they gave you 3 free games with it.
Good clean contact, a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday, and he'd do it again today.
Yeah, but the problem is he bought a refurbished one. You never buy something that's refurbished. If you're going to buy something, you buy it used. Used means it was traded in and it was still working. Refurbished means it had to be sent back to the manufacturer because there was an issue with it to have it fixed. I think I'd rather just have a used one. Alright, Will. We'll talk to you tonight, buddy. Take care.
Frank, it's all about the difficult rough off the right-hand side of the green here at the hole they call the slopes.
Yeah, 600 plus yards par 5, so really you don't want to be flirting with that right side. He's gone for a little extra.
Just burning rubber right here. I mean, this one is taking off like a missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off it.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Ball's teed up, ready to fly here at the 7th.
Yeah, it's a slight elevated tee, so you see all the problems in front of you. A couple of bunkers down the left, 2 down the right, but it's links golf, so you know where you got to go. That's in between them.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long, straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on. Safely on dirt.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, here we are. All of 123 yards. It's a famous postage stamp hole.
It sits up there nice and proud. It's protected by 5 bunkers, but avoid the ones on the right. They're the deepest, all the way down on that right side.
Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Man,
Just pushed it.
boy, that hurts. Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field.
Ready to go here at the 9th at Royal Troon Golf Club. 423 yards. What are you looking to do with this one, Frank?
Well, it's another one that's a dogleg left. It's called the Monk, actually, because it faces the village of Monktown. 1 bunker on the left, 285 yards to carry that, but it's not that you're trying to carry it. It's you're trying to cut the ball off that.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. inside of 10 feet, really dialed in.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Has it. That's birdie. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Cracked that one out there here at the 10th, and now he's put himself in a really good spot to get after this flagstick. Frank, uphill shot. What did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Frank, what happened to Jack Nicklaus here at the 11th hole back in 1962?
Yeah, that was his rookie year. He was actually looking at making 2 majors in a row. He just won the US Open. Came to the 10th hole, and, well, he made one more than 10, 11 to be precise. So, you never know. If you make a 5 or a 6, that's not so bad when you consider what happened to Jack Nicklaus all the way back in 1962.
This is a 125-yard shot with enough of a breeze at his back to make him think. Just a beautiful approach shot. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. Lining this one up for par. Did the job right there. Frank, how do you size up the 12th hole here at Royal Troon?
Well, first look at 430 yards, you'd think it'd be a rather easy par 4. But that's not really the issue. The issue is course right and left.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good start to the hole. Right down the middle. Second shot. Good look at the green.
Approach shot there, the easiest of birdies coming up.
Trying to make yet another birdie. Sinks the putt for birdie. Frank beginning to head towards home. This is the 13th of par 4.
Another dogleg right. Problem isn't really the tee shot here, even though there's undulations and mounds all over the fairway. Second shot's played uphill to an elevated green.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there, right down Peachtree. And this attempt will be from about 130 yards. should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. And that's how you play the game. Right there. And getting ready for the putt. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Heading for home now, Frank, the par 3 14, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about, that narrow the front of the green up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Shouldn't be a problem here. Always love to hear the sound of the bottom of the cup.
Now at the 15th at Royal Troon Golf Club, 483-yard par 4. This, Frank, is one of the hardest holes in the course.
It's certainly a stout par 4 at that distance. If you're playing it into a head breeze, then 260 yards is certainly going to be a big tee shot. But 260 yards takes all the bunkers out of play.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good, clean contact, a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today.
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Frank, here's the only par 5 on the back 9 at Royal Troon.
You'd think at 542 yards it would be reachable, but the burn that cuts across really limits the tee shot to about 280 yards. So it's very much about placing that second shot in a good distance for your third.
In the 1997 Open Championship here at Royal Troon, you played with Tiger Woods in the 3rd round. What did he do at this 16th hole?
He hit a driver for a second shot into a head breeze from about 270 yards. Managed to get it on the green, then knocked it in from about 45 feet for eagle.
You knew he was something special back then, didn't you?
Yeah, he was the only one that even tried that shot.
Look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
This is going, gone. It just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Playing his 3rd here at the par 5. In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that.
Par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if you're tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, you've played in and contended at so many major championships. It's not a major if the finishing hole doesn't present a real challenge. What do you think of Royal Troon's finishing hole?
Well, it's not just the 18th hole, Rich, too. It's 16, 17, and 18 because the prevailing breeze, especially at the Open Championship time of the year, which is the second week in July, is normally back into it. So you look at that 464 yards, that's well bunkered off the tee, 3 on the left, 1 on the right, into a puffer breeze, and you got yourself a great finishing hole.
What a shot. Perfectly placed right next to the hole. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. And that wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Charity Invitational.
Located in Troon, Scotland, founded in 1878, Royal Troon Golf Club playing host to the Open Championship 8 times and is slated to host its 9th major championship in 2016. I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports. Alongside me today, my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. Frank, you played in the Open Championship on a couple of occasions here at Royal Troon. It's a golf course that features some breathtaking scenery, and it can also serve up some breathtaking golf.
True links golf course, Rich. Relatively soft start can certainly lull you into that false sense of security, and then the golf course really starts to open up. That homeward 9, often coming back in the prevailing breeze, is very much a steam test.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Settles in over the putt.
Great start.
center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Can't hide the flag stick from that man.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday.
Can he do it again today? And he has it for birdie.
He's gone for a little extra. That is booming into the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
That's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA.
That, Frank, is position A.
Would you like to have that in your bag every day?
Love it.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. These putts keep the round together. Good putt. Good tee shot, right in the fairway and plenty long. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Third shot, looking for a good one.
Birdie try up next. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business.
He's made it. Frank, this is the way you draw it up. This is how the game's supposed to be played.
Yeah, so far, everything's going according to plan.
That's well played. Yeah, good look at birdie.
It's that sneaky distance.
You always like that. Count it as a birdie.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just setting up too. You could hit anything from there.
Finding his second shot with par 5. Excellent looking shot here. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good looking shot.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole.
This for birdie. This will be a 14-foot putt here. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Birdie try again here today.
Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card.
That tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
Hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that whole location. Strong approach shot here at the 9th. Good opportunity to finish this side with a birdie. That's the idea. Just knock it in. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
And that's how you play the game, right there.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. Wow, Frank, that was an absolute bomb right there.
Yeah, what's longer than long? Because we just saw it.
And this is looking really good.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday. Time for another one today.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Interesting with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment with new, lighter materials and with the increased focus on fitness and strength. Players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Safely aboard.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
And sensational performance.
This one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Seems to like it. Headed for the back part of the green. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
This is an awkward length. Oh, how did that mess?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Locked in on the read and the speed. Always take that. Good par putt right there. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. This for another birdie on this hole in the week. Man,
I just pushed it.
that hurts. For the par. has it.
Good drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Always makes the hole easier.
Getting it from the fairway. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Frank, that is how it's done.
It took me closer. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle.
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business.
Just dominated this hole and ends up with an eagle.
Seventeenth here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3, isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3.
Just a well-played approach shot right there. Only about 10 feet away and a good look at birdie.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Good putt.
Frank, the right fairway bunker ruined Greg Norman's chance at the 1989 Open Championship here at Royal Troon.
Yeah, pulled out driver, and there's one bunker down the right side. Hit a perfect tee shot. What looked like it was perfect. Somehow it managed to run all the way down there and behind the left. And of course, the rest is history.
And obviously here at 18, you do not want to be wrong.
Yeah, we're on the side of caution here. You're exactly right. You'd rather be 30 feet short of this flag than 30 feet over the back of this green, because it might just be out of bounds.
What's up, Steve?
Not close, but not bad either. He's about 25 feet away.
To win the Charity Invitational.
You run again. Anthony, what's up, buddy? Found your password for your phone? How you been, Anthony? Haven't seen you in a while, buddy.
It's a good looking putt right here. I like it.
That's how you do that. Bam!
Frank, who are the best putters you've ever seen, and what did they do?
70 under I ended up on that round, guys.
Well, there was always the Crenshaws that putted beautifully.
Oh,
but the
69
best
under,
really comes
excuse
down
me.
to it. The Tiger Woodses and the Jack Nicklauses. The ones that made them when they had to.
Well, hopefully it's good stuff, man. I didn't know you lost your password for your Twitch, Steve. I thought you said everything was all good. Found some pepperoni, all right. Good to go as long as it's not moldy, buddy. When you getting on, Steve? You ever getting on? My daddy gave me a Nice. Nice. Oh. Father mine. Let's close my eyes. Oh, disappear. Oh. And the wife I saw you beat. Oh, time to crack out a good old Coke, I think. Can't you see? What's up, Steve? And shit. Yeah, I thought you said it was all good though. Oh yeah, you can get Twitch on your phone. Hey. Hey, if you get a second, Anthony, man, I think it's still on here. I got a round that I played few days ago, or I did a 72 under, man. You should check it out. If not, check out my YouTube channel. It's uploaded to my YouTube. Just search Chance Yatsen, man. You'll see it. 4-round tournament. I just shot a 69 there. That wasn't bad. That was at Royal Troon. I shot that 72 under at Lighthouse. Yeah. I'd have done a hell of a lot better. I had a real crappy first round. That's because the first round's always tough because you never know how the fairways and the greens are going to hit. You know, you got to kind of feel them out for that first round. Well, Oh, cool. I don't even know what that is, Anthony. What's a Discord account? Alright, Steve, just hit me up, man. We'll do something. Later. Oh. Okay, I'll do that, man. I'll check it out. Nice. Yeah, I'll check that out. Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this broadcast and then restart it, guys, since I'm done with that tournament.